Welcome to Chamber Chats, a weekly series by the West Monroe West Ouachita Chamber of Commerce highlighting our valued members. As always, find out more about the Chamber and our members online at westmonroechamber.org. Special thanks to our Season 2 title sponsor, Ouachita Valley Federal Credit Union. And now, this week's episode of Chamber Chats.
Hello everyone, welcome to this episode, the first episode of the season of Chamber Chats, filmed right here at Louisiana Delta Community College. During Chamber Chats, we like to highlight different board members and members of the Chamber, and today we have Miss Jessica Wilson with Ouachita Valley. Hello.
Thanks for having us.
Yes.
Ouachita Valley is so excited to be a part of this.
We are excited to have you guys. So I want to just dive into who Ouachita Valley is as a credit union, and I want to start with, how did you get into the financial industry?
Well, Ouachita Valley has been around since 1955. They were established as a teachers credit union at West Monroe High School inside the school. Teachers came together, formed Ouachita Valley as it is today, and just over the years we've grown. We now serve not only just Ouachita Parish, but 7 parishes that surround the Ouachita Parish. So over the years we've grown. We have right at 120 employees. Started off as a school credit union, so that's kind of our base of Ouachita Valley is the educational system, and we've just expanded from there. And it's kind of funny because that's where I got my start with Ouachita Valley. I was enrolled at a marketing course while I was at West Monroe High School, and 2 representatives from the credit union came to talk to us about financial literacy and how to form a budget and how to live off of a budget. And so I went to Ouachita Valley to open up my very first checking account as a student at West Monroe. And she said, "Would you like to work here?" And I said, "Sure." So I started off as a part-time teller while I was still enrolled in school. And here we are 23 years later. You know, I've just kind of spent half of my life, at Ouachita Valley Federal Credit Union. So what I truly believe in as a credit union is how I also got my start there. So it's kind of, sentimental to me because I'm living that now.
Absolutely.
And spreading the word of Ouachita Valley and financial literacy and the importance, because that's how I've got to where I am today.
Amazing. Wow. So what are some things that Ouachita Valley offers that people might not know about?
Well, Ouachita Valley has all of the same services as your bigger, larger financial institutions, the national banks. We understand the importance of technology. So we have all the things, Zelle, we have shared branching, where that means you can go in any credit union across the nation if they're a part of the shared branching network, and you can transact business just as you're as a member.
Wow.
So a lot of people don't realize that this is not just you can get service in Ouachita Parish, but you can get it throughout the nation.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So if you're on vacation, or if you're traveling, or or you move, you don't want to close your account at Ouachita Valley, you can remain a member at Ouachita Valley because you can use other branches throughout the nation that are part of that network.
Yes.
So it's not just a national, thing, but it's everywhere. ATMs, going inside and handling, withdrawals and deposits. It's kind of a thing that a lot of people don't realize that we're a part of.
Yeah, amazing. So how do you guys keep up with different marketing trends? I know that there's several credit unions around in Ouachita Parish, and so how do you guys?
Well, credit unions are different. We have members; they're not customers, so you do have to have a part ownership of that credit union. So we have to make sure that we are giving the top marketing trends. When it comes to technology, it's constantly changing, and we still have the members that want to come in and see someone face to face.
Of course.
And now, you've got, especially our younger generation and those members, they want to do everything from their phone.
Yeah.
Yes. So they may not ever come into a branch at all.
Yeah.
So we have a very diverse membership. We want to serve those that are underserved, that need that help and that, credit counseling. And then also the younger ones coming in that say, I don't ever want to see someone face to face.
Absolutely.
And they want to handle everything from a phone. So we need to make sure that our products and our services are relevant to the trends and what's going on now.
And diverse.
Yes, and I think we do a very good job of making sure that we service that very diverse membership that we have.
And I want to talk a little bit about what all Ouachita Valley does to give back to our community, because there are several things. And so just dive into a little bit about, maybe the backpack program and the scholarships that you guys have.
We try to stay obviously focused on education, and that means giving back to our school system, going inside those those schools and making sure that students are aware that money doesn't grow on trees,
We wish it did, though.
Yes, I have a teenager at home, and he still hasn't gathered that concept yet, but we're getting there. But it's very important for us to always remember financial literacy is the root of all things, and that is part of our giving back. Tia, one of our marketing reps, she is over a product that's called Bonsai, and it's an online financial literacy course for high school students. And they go in and they play games, but they have a budget. They learn all kinds of, like different financial literacy lessons. And it's sponsored by Ouachita Valley, but it's for all local high schools. So a teacher can reach out to her and say, hey, tell me about this, so they can play it. And it's an online course. But that is our main point, is focusing on our school systems and giving back. But there's also different charity programs, events that we give back to. Our main one is probably the school supply drive that we do every summer. And we understand how expensive it is on families to get a child back into the school year with supplies, fees. Oh, absolutely, uniforms. So it can cause a lot of financial stress on a family. So what we have done, I think we've been doing this for 19 years. We have an application that the family can fill out. We go and fill that school supply list, and then we deliver it to the student. So on that first day, when they get back into the classroom, they're not focusing on, well, I don't have my supplies, or this student has all they need, and they're more so worried, I don't have any, paper or a pen or a pencil. They have all the supplies needed, and we fully fund that. And we also do lots of different events throughout the year to raise money for this cause. We've helped over, I think it's like 12,000 students over the years getting the supplies that they need. So I think the community knows about this. This is kind of like our known, charity for the credit union.
Yeah. No, the backpack supply drive is like branded Ouachita Valley.
And it's so cool because, a couple years ago, we had a mom, and we were out shopping, getting supplies, and she stopped us and she said, are y'all from Ouachita Valley and you're doing the backpack program? And I said, yes. And she hands us a $20 bill. And she said, last year, I was one of the recipients because I was not in the, financial ability to help my own child, and y'all helped my children. She said, so now I want to give back. And so you see stories like that, like people remember when you help them. And when they get into a way of helping another child, it was kind of, like a pay it forward. And that has stuck with me, since that happened, about these people, you're helping them, and, we may not even realize, the impact that we're having on a family because they're doing their best to get their kids in school. And it's just our responsibility as a credit union to not only help with financial literacy and the different things that we can do, but also help these families that are trying to help themselves. So it comes full circle. She stopped us and helped out where she could because she was in the position then to help out. So we're extremely grateful for our sponsors that we've had over the years, the people who have just dropped off $5 or $10, because it all helps get those kids back to school.
So that leads me to my next question: is what do you find the most joy about what you do?
I would say for us, our mission statement is helping our, members live the best financial well-being that's, possible. And we live by, our core values of maintaining focus and integrity. And I would say when you see like a moment like I had with the lady with the supplies, like you see the true value and the true, importance it is for us as a community to stand together. And I've only ever lived in Ouachita Parish, but I have seen us go through disasters. I've seen families rally together to help each other, in a time of hardship. But I truly do believe that Ouachita Parish is the best place to live because we all have each other's back. No matter what the situation is, I do truly believe that we will rally together. And that's what brings me joy, is to work for a company that wants to give back to the community in which we live, play, and worship. It's an amazing thing to see. We have a lot of financial institutions in our community, but when it comes to a need, like, we're going to get together and take care of those who need it, most. So I would say that brings me joy to know that every day when I come to work, I'm going to make a difference in someone's life, whether it's watching someone who has been struggling to become a homeowner to actually get that home loan or that car loan, or just, to better themselves, because when your financial life is in order, everything else kind of seems to fall into place. So to see families not stressing about, living paycheck to paycheck, because over 70% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck now. And so just seeing the impact that we do as a credit union on these families, and that comes into our community, that's what brings me joy.
Absolutely. So you guys are the sponsor of our Chamber Chats. Why do you think that was important for you guys to sponsor season 2 of Chamber Chats?
Well, the chamber and our businesses here within the West Monroe, West Ouachita Chamber family, we could not do this without each other. It takes the chamber, for us to get our business out and to let the community know what we can do for them. And, y'all need us as a business to help support the community and do what you have to do as the chamber. So it all comes full circle.
That's right.
We are very proud to partner with the West Monroe, West Ouachita Chamber and what that represents for their area. There's a lot of change going on. Our community is growing leaps and bounds, which is so exciting.
It is.
Overwhelming, but change is always good, and growth is always good. So we were super proud to sponsor this and podcast and the other local businesses because it takes all of us to make this community what it is.
It does, and we absolutely appreciate Ouachita Valley having you guys as a member.
We're so glad to be a part of it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today on Season 2, the first episode of Chamber Chats. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Stay tuned as we highlight more members and board members of the Chamber in Season 2 of Chamber Chats this year.